Hey guys, my name is Matt. If you're new to the channel, I talk about real estate, finance, motivation, and anything else in the sun, guys. So if you're new to the channel and you want to learn about investing and travel and a little bit of news, guys, and some random stuff, give me a follow and a like. I appreciate it. I try to talk about, like I said, everything in moderation. So, um, but yeah, guys, in today's video, we're actually going to talk about the home prices in most of our United States. Okay, so in the last 4 years, we know that home prices have gone up drastically across practically every single state. So, uh, to name a few stats, so it's from 2020 all the way to 2024, guys, we know that the home prices have gone up over 40% in the last 4 years. From 2020 to 2024, your average home value has went up by over 40%, being the average home value in 2020 was 329,000 all the way up to 479,000, guys. This is insane. Um, and this is all due to inflation, guys. This is due to inflation. This is due to the government continuing to print more money. They always do. They find they find a way to print money, whether it's a situation where everyone has to wear certain items or it's, via aid, or whatever you want to call it. The government always finds a way to print money. So anyways, guys, and that's going to be the driving factor of why inflation is so high is all of your currency that's in circulation right now is driving up the inflation. So, obviously we know that the home prices have gone up for over 40%. But my question is, have wages gone up in the last 4 years by 40%? Do we even know that, right? I can tell you right now, wages have not gone up by 40%. Who do you know, right? Who do you know that is like a mother or a father or a cousin or uncle or sister or brother, and they've came and told you, "Yay, by the way, my salary, it's went up by 40%." Probably nobody, guys, because that's not even a thing. That doesn't happen, guys. I'm telling you right now, people's income is not going up by 40%. That's just not happening. So this fallacy that people like to talk about, that inflation's not really happening. They're living the best life ever. They're living in a bubble, guys. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, like a lot of people that I know, and I know people all across, from construction to real estate to investing, and in between as well. A lot of those people, guys, they're not really they're not getting 40% increases. In fact, lately in the last probably 6 months, I've been seeing a lot of people getting their hours cut. I've been seeing people starting to lose jobs. I've been seeing people starting to have to take on additional jobs just to survive, guys. So this is really, 40% increase in housing. Guys, housing is our most expensive item that we pay monthly on average, guys. So you have to realize that, guys. I mean, look, if your average person is struggling to pay their housing, which has gone up by 40%, and keep in mind, guys, that's just the home values. We're not even talking about rent, guys. Rent has gone up as well. Do you guys even know the stats? How much rent's gone up? I've seen some stats where rent's gone up by 50% in some states. And then across the board, I've seen an average stat of between 20 and 30% rent increases nationwide. So if your rent was $1,500 a month, your rent's now damn near over $2,000 a month, guys. It's getting crazy, across the board. So we have another stat here, guys. Are you guys ready for this? So another stat we have is that so our rate drops, right? That we're being promised, that we're hearing in the news right now, that we're gonna be experiencing some rate drops, guys. Well, I'd like to see when these rate drops are gonna happen, okay? Because according to a lot of sources, I think ABC reported this, but it was essentially saying that we're going to be getting rate drops around in September, okay? And they're going to be dropping by 25 basis points. 25 basis points, guys. Um, that sounds like it's going to be a good thing and might help some people buy a house. I'm not saying it's going to be a bad thing, but what I am going to say is this. What do you guys think will happen when they drop rates? What do you guys think is going to happen when they do that? The rate drops are going to increase demand. And we know that with supply and demand, that's going to increase housing. That is a fact. Once they increase, or in this case, decrease the interest rates, then we know that what's going to happen is the demand for housing is going to go up, and then that's going to drive values up even more, guys. So when people talk about how you know, they're not being affected, I don't know how. I mean, everyone's being affected. Everyone that I know, that even if you have money, guys, like even if you have money, like people are being affected right now. You know what I mean? So I don't know how. I really don't know how people are surviving at this point, guys. But you know, you gotta strive to make it at the end of the day, guys. So let's see here. So another stat that we have is going to be, so once you get the 25 basis points drop that they're promising in September, right? We think that's going to help people buy houses, which it may. And they also are talking about a lot of people getting a $25,000. I guess you'd say I think it's a grant. Correct me if I'm wrong. It might be a grant, but it's a $25,000 grant or funds, I guess you would say, that's going to allow people to be able to buy their first home. It's for first time home buyers, guys. Look, I'm not against it, but what I'm going to say is this. Are you ready for it? It's going to drive prices up. It's going to drive prices up. It's going to allow new people that were not able to buy last year or the last 2 years because they had low funds. They're now going to be able to get in the market and buy, guys. What do you think that's going to do to the market? It's simple. So anyways, guys, in conclusion, guys, look, to wrap this video up, I'm already at 8 minutes here, is that, look, guys, I think overall, home prices, they're going to continue to go up. They just are, guys. Home prices are going to go up. By 2030, they're talking about the average home price in America being over $600,000, guys. The average home price by 2030 is projected to be over $600,000, guys. That's crazy. How is anyone going to afford that? I mean, it's people's salaries are not going to, continue to keep. They aren't even keeping up now, guys. So where do you think this is going to take everybody? I mean, people can't even afford to survive now. Do you think homeownership is going to keep climbing? No, it's going to keep decreasing. That's why, have you guys heard of that saying that the nation's going to become a renter nation? Why do you think they keep saying that? They keep saying that, guys, because that's what they're pushing. They're pushing this renter nation on us because ultimately it's because the people that own a lot of these houses across the country, that's what they're doing. And they're buying up the properties, but what they're also doing is they're, a lot of these people that are benefiting from all this dollar printing, they're your defense contractors. They're special interest groups that are paying these politicians to vote on bills, to continue to print more money, debase the currency even more, and then it's pushing the inflation up even more, guys. That's what's happening. So Sit back and think about it for a second, guys. Why does the government keep printing money? Why does the government keep printing money? They continue to propagate every reason under the sun they want to print money. But at the end of the day, they have the average Joe out there working a 9 to 5 job, working an hourly wage, and meanwhile they're over there printing money. That's crazy, guys. Anyways, not to get on a tangent here, guys. Look, I think the average home price in America is going to be over 600,000 by 2030. And then if you don't agree with me, leave a comment. Let me know below what you think it's actually going to be. I think it's going to be that, or really close. To be honest with you, I just don't see any relief. I mean, they keep printing money every year. They're printing money, guys. So, I just don't see them decreasing the value of homes. I really don't. So, anyways, guys, look, if you like this content, guys, give me a like, give me a follow, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later, okay? Peace out.